Welcome to Last Call Kinda. I am your host, Gerard Morgan. Joined with me, as always, Greg Masturzo, and new guest of the podcast. We have Jay Ostia coming from us from down south in Florida. I believe Tampa, if I'm correct. Jay is a graduate of Temple, athletic training, I believe. He is tan, jacked, juicy as fuck, some would say. He would never say that about himself. That's why I'm saying it about him. And I'm sure you're all wondering, where is Nick? Nick, probably dead.
And Drew?
And Drew, I guess his mommy came down, gave him a little hug.
Yeah.
But he's hanging out with his mommy and daddy, which, fine. His parents are like, I don't know, 3,000 miles away from each other. So they just had to come out on the one day a week that we plan a podcast, I guess. But whatever. Who am I to judge?
Can we also do a quick shout out to Drew making another Giga Brain move, saying we're all good to record tonight and that we would get Jay on another week, only for him to say, hey, I can't record tonight, but Jay can record.
Drew flipped Jay's and Drew's schedule.
Well, whether Jay and Drew knew it, that's how it was working out.
Yeah.
So Jay, why don't you introduce yourself? You didn't actually say anything on this podcast yet. You're doing great. Why don't you introduce yourself to the podcast listeners and tell us what you're up to?
Cool. Jay Ostia. I'm the owner and founder of Nexus Sports Med. I am rolling deep here in Riverview, Florida. So I grew up close to Atlantic City, New Jersey. Went to Temple. Actually did time in the Marines. I left Temple for a little bit. I came back.
Terrible of me to forget that part.
Yeah.
But
the most important part.
No. Tragic. All right, sorry, continue.
No, you're all good. Yeah, but I was it's crazy. I mean, I know most of y'all know me as an AT major, but the big thing before that and before I joined the Marines is art. So that's kind of where everything stems from that we're going to talk about in a little bit. So
yeah, Jay does do some kick-ass art.
Yeah,
we'll get that up on the pod with this episode post. Got to show up the art.
Sweet.
So Jay, talk to us about this Nexus Sports Med company.
Yeah, so Nexus is it's a kind of a culmination of my passion for art, kind of what I really enjoy military gear and combining that with sports medicine. So really the idea of Nexus came from just me thinking about, what can I do, I guess, to make products that give a little bit more life to not just the athletic training profession, but, maybe all sports medicine professionals. So anyone can really fit in that category. They find that, my products, just give them any peace of mind and use. So it could be your tactical enthusiast, your everyday carrier, anyone just wants to be prepared for stuff, or anyone who just likes tactical style.
That's why I'm not a big tactical guy.
Yeah.
Big tactical guy. That's why I'm. So how did this Nexus become a thing? Like, what made you think like, all right, this is it, make it a company?
Yeah, so that was an extremely tough decision because back, let's go, a couple of months before the Rona happened, I was just working a per diem event, and I just, kept thinking, man, I'm just tired of this bag I made. Even though it's a good tactical bag, it's not working for me. Mm-hmm. And then I slowly thought about, can I do something and make my own? But then I thought about, oh shit, I got to make a business. I don't know anything about business, man. I know nothing about marketing, nothing about running taxes, all this stuff. And then I slowly just started, during the coronavirus, I got furloughed twice. It sucked, man. Oh yeah, I got furloughed twice. So first time I got furloughed. Yeah, so I got furloughed the first time. I was lucky to where I could pick up COVID shifts. So I was just testing people, swabbing, put myself out there.
Collecting people's blood.
Yeah, and man, it's not comfortable when you do it on people. You could see their reactions.
I don't like doing it to myself, let alone having to have someone do it to me.
Wait, you got to do it yourself?
Yeah, so when we used to get tested every week, in school, we had to do it. They were like, yeah, here's your thing. Like, stick it up there and just twirl. And it went from twirling for we went from 3 big twirls to just fucking hold it up there, spin that bitch until 15 seconds are done. I'm what?
That sounds right.
I'm like
That sounds
30 seconds
exactly
shoving
right.
this up my nose. No thanks.
That sounds exactly right. Yeah, but going back, so I was doing that for a little bit, and then I got furloughed again from that. Boom.
You got
So
furloughed
they
from
didn't.
COVID testing?
Yeah, and then
How do they do
so
that?
during that,
Wait,
politics.
You're going to help.
politics and, it's politics and budget, man. That's the name of the game for everything.
Oh, you
So
also live in Florida, where they don't believe in
Yeah.
COVID.
That's true. COVID
that's a
did die.
whole.
COVID died back in January in Florida.
Dude, Floridians are a whole different breed. I don't like calling myself a Floridian. Floridians are a different breed, man.
Jay, you don't like being in Florida, man?
I do like being in Florida, but just I don't want to be known as. I don't ever want to be known as. Oh, this Florida man did some wild ass shit. No, you see that all the time.
It's funny
a
because
Florida person.
Jay, you literally do crazy ass shit though. Like, there's pictures of you on your Instagram of you like jumping off like cliffs into pools of crystal clear water in the Philippines. Like you're just jumping off like 100-foot cliff, and you're just like, Florida man jumps off cliff. That could easily be.
That is a Florida man thing to do.
I could easily be the headline.
Well, this Florida man's gonna go free diving in some springs couple weeks, but back to the story. Yeah, about Nexus. So I like going off topic, but so back when I was doing all that stuff, I was sketching a shitload of things. So going into the dead bug, it was not the first thing I sketched. It was actually the fifth. So I'm not going to reveal the other first things because there's still TBD to be released, but just working my ass off, just drawing, and then at that time I was doing my research of how do I get this done, because a lot of people don't understand in just the product business and the e-commerce, it gets way more complicated than you expect. And during that time I was going through a lot of stuff, but it wasn't too bad because I didn't formulate the business yet. So the business didn't really come into mind until I started that Instagram. I don't know if you guys followed that Instagram page when it first started. Yeah. So when I made real ATCs, that was kind of me trying to figure out how do I, connect and interact with the AT community. And then, from the whole beginning, that was going to turn into the business page, but that Nexus wasn't the name. God, I'll give, whoever's listening the first name idea, some stupid stuff. All right, listen to this. One of the first names I thought about the business was Triplex Alpha.
Triplex Alpha?
Sounds
and
dope.
I cannot tell you why. Yeah, so there's that. Another one.
Could not tell us why.
No, I was using name generators. I didn't know what to do. Trying to think of the business. Yeah, it sucked.
Random name generator.
Yeah, I did. I spent 2 months doing this, just doing all this stuff, and it, goddamn. And then I tried to think about, how do I touch it to the Filipino root? All right, let's do a stag, a young fighting rooster. I just think that was going to work. I really wanted Onyx, but then someone else had that name on Instagram. I was like, fuck.
Like Onyx, like the Pokemon?
Yeah. Onyx. Yeah, I really wanted
That
Onyx,
would have been
man.
sick.
Yes.
I feel like
So
Pokemon has a copyright on that now.
Probably.
Yeah, they do. So what almost won was Kinesthetic Labs. That was the one that almost won.
Kinesthetic Labs.
Yep.
I dig it. I like that name.
That's
Then,
I got an issue with that one, and I'm not going to drop names as to what it sounds close to, but I'm sure if you can use your imagination, it sounds very close to another company that was introduced to us back in like 2016.
26 was
without naming names, or maybe 2017 without naming names.
Hang on.
I honestly can't remember.
Think of the labs part.
Oh God!
No, I can't remember. We'll talk about it when we're done.
We'll talk after.
I can't remember. Yeah, but
do I know?
When I say it, you guys will know.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah. So then Nexus really, I thought about the idea. All right, so everyone can hear this story. Gears of fucking War. That's where Nexus came from.
Okay. Oh, I thought you were gonna call it Gears of War. I'm like, well, that's a video game. That's
no.
That's like, there's a dead copyright there.
Yeah. So Gears of War, man, I was thinking, for some reason, I was thinking about just when I used to play Gears of War, and then I remember, I think it was Gears of War 3. They kept calling I think it was the Hive, the Nexus, and I just figured this fits, and I googled what Nexus really meant, and it was the right fit. Immediately, I thought about it for 5 minutes, and I was like, "Great, this is it. Let's just roll with it."
I love the idea of Jay just playing Torpo tag on fucking.
I'm just glad Jay wasn't like, yeah, I was on PS4 or like Xbox Live and I played it this guy and his name was Nexus. And I was like, that's the name I want. That's my company.
That's my
Can we do like a quick like off topic thing? I want to hear like your funniest gamer tags you ever heard. I don't know if you guys can beat the one I heard.
All right, so I got actually 2 of them, and these put me in a laughing fit. And they're not even like, to be like, looking back, not even that funny. Like, this was Xbox 360 back in the day. It was long and limp. That was it. Long and limp.
Dumb. Just so dumb.
And then the other one, I'm still trying to figure out if it was a randomized like gamer tag or if someone actually had it because it sounds randomized. Satisfying dump.
What was it?
That was it.
What?
Satisfying dump.
Satisfying dump.
Yeah, that was the name.
There were 2 that I always think of that stood out to me. One was I thought it was pretty creative. It was Ewok and Rolla.
Oh, that's good.
And then the other one that I just, for some reason, I found it so funny. It was so dumb. And I actually messaged him after. I was like, yo, dude, your name is top tier. And it was Ye Old Shopkeep. It's so stupid. But I was like, bro, this is the best tag I've ever seen.
I mean, my current gamer tag is Modeled Clown 71. That is a random generated gamer tag that I just never because I have commitment issues. And I was like, if I change it, I'm not gonna like it. So then this just stuck.
Yeah, mine now is WEG_55 or 24. That's what it's been since like 2013.
Dude, can you make a new one and call it Lord Commander? Lord Commander Greg.
Yeah. I've tried to explain to people like in school, like the numerous amount of names and titles I've gone by over the years, like from like undergrad, and how when it was like it started with you with Lord Commander. We had Post Malone, Conan O'Brien.
I know about Post Malone.
And I'm just like, I'm running through all the identities I've gotten over the last like 7 years. I'm just like, I don't like it. I think Conan was
talk about
Baltic.
We can talk about the Lord Commander one later, right?
Yeah, we can talk about that later.
Oh yeah.
All right.
We had WEG. We had Weggles.
Whoa,
Greggles.
Yeah, Jay loved Greggles. I will never forget. Anthony's called me Greggles, and I'm like still kind of new. And he's walking with Gabby, and Gabby's like, "What did you call him?" And he's like, "Greggles." And she's like, "Greg, do you like being called that?" I was like, "Absolutely not." And she's like, "Stop calling him that." She's like, "Don't do that to the poor kid. Stop calling him that." But Jay, what was the best game tag you came across? Now that you brought it up.
I was just astounded. All right, listen to this. Balls are hairy.
It's a fact.
It's so stupid.
But it was spelled, in just, no adjustments, just balls are hairy. And I was like, this, wow.
Oh God.
Because I got killed by this dude in Halo. I was like, I'm not mad.
And then balls are hairy.
Oh God. Kill cam comes up and it's like final kill. Balls are hairy. Right.
One of the funniest team names that I've ever seen. So this goes back to Temple. I'm getting slightly off topic because we were talking about team name.
We're already off topic.
Go ahead. Yeah, we were.
My team name in softball at Temple was Off in the Showers. We were playing the long con with this team name, right?
Yeah.
We won the first 5 games. We went into the playoffs. We lost in the playoffs in the semifinals.
Oh God.
Boy, was it worth it. Because the text went out to everybody on IM Leagues that said, I forget the team name that beat us. It was like
the winners.
The winners beat Off in the Showers. Boy, completely worth it. Oh man, I was laughing for 45 minutes when I saw that. You get the push notification. It's like the winners beat off in the showers. And I was like, fuck, that was us. But like, that is the funniest push notification to get.
That's good.
Oh, that's pretty funny. That is good though. That is good.
Man, I am leagues back in the day.
Am League is a fucking nightmare right now. I have to use it
Is
goddamn
it?
every day. Yeah. It's so
Please don't tell me
laggy.
you have to coordinate that, do you?
Oh yeah, of course I do. Why wouldn't I?
Oh, bless your soul, man.
So like we're not doing like I am or intramurals right now. We're just doing like registration. Like when people come into the gym, they have to say like I'm here to work out. So
Yeah.
like that's all I'm doing with it. But even for that, it's just atrocious. It's so laggy. There's 5 billion ads, and there's
I'm
literally
surprised to hear
so
this.
like this company is like across the country. Like they have hundreds of schools that use IM leagues.
Mhm.
They have like 4 people who work there.
What?
Maybe 4 people that work there. You send like the help, like please help me message, and like the
Mhm.
owner of the company replies to you.
They all must be making a lot of money if there's only 4 people. I'm just saying, as somebody starting their own business,
They're making a lot of money, but they're
staff.
also just never. It's just they're there 24/7.
They're making so much money on ads.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
hell were we?
Yeah, where are we? Yeah, I was talking about
Way
how
off
I
topic.
made I made okay, so I made the business. Yeah, so let's go back to what was it, February of this year. I filed my articles of declaration for the business. So I'm lucky I have a CPA who is an athletic trainer and also a Marine. So he really understands everything I deal with tax wise in my specific bracket. So thank God for that. So I declared that, and then when I declared the business name, I only had the prototype bag. I'm not sure if you guys saw it.
Just whatever was on. I think if you put it on like the actual Nexus like Instagram, I think we saw it there. If not, I don't know if we
it
ever
was
did.
that was still on the page. It was called Relay TCs, but yes, so that was I just gave a very very soft intro to that, and then got a lot of good feedback, and I was expecting it. And then when I made the business, I was still working out the kinks of that first bag. So a lot of this it was so fast going into it, because when I did when I got the prototypes ready for the dead bug, I was on a hard timeline. Oh shit, I need to open up pre-orders. And then how do I take all these marketing pictures, create the content? And it was just a massive ride, but I've been grateful for how everything's been running so far. With, I've literally opened the business in February, and it's doing pretty good.
And you're about to ship in 10 days,
Yeah,
9 days, 14th.
something like that. But I think wearing every hat is the most difficult part right now. I can't describe it to people like who, want to run, start your own business, run your own business. It's just that you have to be extremely passionate about what you're doing. For me, like for me as an athletic trainer, as a clinician, I could do what most people are doing, and and not to bash anyone who's doing that, do sports medicine services, per diem events, all that stuff. But you guys know this, and like I said, art is my thing. So just really trying to figure out, can I do, put my passion into military and sports medicine? This is kind of what I've been trying to figure out, and I think I'm doing okay so far. It's doing something.
Yeah, because you're doing all this on top of still working like full time as an AT, right?
Yeah, just at a high school, but I will say the high school schedule is easier, because just with social media posting, I like to post things anywhere from 10 to 12 at your standard
a prime
9 to 5.
lunch
No, yeah, it's not going to work. So
I mean, so on top of a full-time job and working at high school and your company, you also got married and had a kid in this time too, or having a kid, not had a kid, having a kid.
Yeah, so it's pretty wild. And then as we were talking about earlier, just dealing with COVID for a marriage, Jesus. Yeah.
If you could see the expression on Jay's face of how wild it just was. He didn't break. He didn't break stride. He didn't break character. He didn't even break any type of emotion with it. It was just, yeah, it's wild, with the most stoic look on his face ever. I'd be shitting myself.
It was because we had 14,000 on the line. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm thinking about that. You like pop open a brew. But yeah, we had 14K in the line.
We encourage that, Jay. We encourage it in the show.
14K in a line for that wedding, and just trying to delay it. No, it was a tough decision. Because people are always going to judge you. Oh, you're making it really unsafe, but $14,000 in a line here. That's all. I'll leave it at that. It was extremely stressful.
Yeah.
Especially if everything that happened beforehand with the winter outbreak, and you northern states.
Yeah, sorry we don't do what Florida does.
I know.
There's a lot of dangerous things I would do for 14 grand. Like a lot of dangerous things I would do for 14 grand.
There's a video on YouTube where it's like, or the kid solved like the hardest problem or whatever, and it was just like, the dad was like, all right, if you take the train in this direction, it's going to run over 5 people. He's like, if you take the train in this direction, it's going to run over 1 person. And it was like with Thomas the Train, like wood train set. Like it was like sure kids' toys. And so the kid gets the train, and he's like, and you watch him move the 1 person to the track with the other 5 people. And so you're watching, you're like, oh, okay. So he chose to move the person and just have the train go that way, like the other way.
Yeah.
And man's like this little 4-year-old just took that train and just ran over all 6 of them. It's just
Oh my god.
It's like, this is hilarious.
Love this.
Just I was like, you're 4 and you just decided willingly, I'm going to kill 6 people, or however many people it was.
What a
I
psychopath.
saw one that it was like End World Hunger on the one train, and it had like End Homelessness on the other train track. And the thing, like, it had the train blasting up into space. It was like, or fuck off and go to space for 45
Oh
seconds.
my goodness.
Oh, is that a Jeff Bezos?
Yeah. Jeff Bezos and the guy who owns Virgin Mobile or whatever.
Oh yeah, I got some stock in Virgin Galactic. I got a root for them.
Virgin Galactic.
Yeah, man.
Jay also invested in Dogecoin.
I did some Dogecoin.
Who didn't invest in Dogecoin?
I didn't.
Dude, man, if you during the pandemic, I learned so much about stocks. Because that's all this time to watch YouTube videos and try to learn everything.
Jay, over the pandemic, Jay was athletic trainer where he could be, Nexus Sports Med, like in the making, artist, and day trader.
Who is this, Madara I was talking about stocks with?
Oh, well, you two were going at it in the group chat about that. And
yeah, Madara,
you were just
what was it? Oh, I made $100 in one day.
Jay was like, bro, I don't think that's how that works at all.
You need to stop talking to Madara in general. I think we all need to stop talking to Madara in general.
I mean, he's not even, like, the worst part is we say this and he's not even here because he just didn't show up.
We called him twice.
No, there's no we. You say we, like it's not me just calling everyone that's never here.
I was here. Jay was here.
I physically made the phone call.
Right, but me and Jay were here. Therefore,
No, Jay was here. You kept cutting out with your mic.
I'm making pierogies. Get off my dish. Yeah.
Are you doing from scratch?
No, I'm not Italian.
Okay.
Mrs.
I'm about
T.
to say that's respect.
Did you say you're not Italian?
Yeah, what is that?
What?
Polish?
Yeah, it's the other half of my family.
Whatever. They're all terrible. No, they're actually Aldi's brand. Bremer.
Shout out Bremer.
Shout out Bremer. Shout out Aldi's. All quarter trick.
No free ads, but we'll post about all these. You're definitely gonna get all these like ads now whenever you listen or watch something on like YouTube.
Everyone listening, you're welcome because Aldi's is a banger.
Shout out
Aldi's is
Aldi's.
a banger. So I survived grad school down here in Florida.
What the hell were we just talking about? We got so off topic.
Oh my god.
Did Jay talk about the dead bug yet?
No, I did not talk about the dead bug yet.
No,
Let's talk about the dead bug and that because we mentioned it twice about shipping and August 14th in 9 days.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
Jay wears a lot of hats. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
One of his hats is the owner, creator, designer, and architect of the dead bug. Jay, why don't you talk a little bit about the dead bug? See that transition?
Yeah.
Win awards for that
Cool.
kind of shit.
Okay. On that note.
On that note, Jay, take over.
All right. So the dead bug, I designed it as the ultimate mid-size sling for athletic trainers. What pretty much made me get kind of really working to the dead bug was all the mistakes I made on that first prototype. A lot of people were asking, when I said I was making a new one, oh, can I take your old prototype? I said, no, this is horrible. And I did not want that to reflect on me. So I spent lots of weeks talking to the supplier, verifying, drawing out X's and O's, drawing the mesh marks, where the seams were, to really redefine the first prototype. So that's where the dead bug came from. And I wanted to design a bag that kind of utilized every single freaking inch, from mainly the insides, from the inside. As soon as you open up, you are utilizing every aspect of the bag. And that was the main thing that I really wanted to show, that you could create something that's mid-sized to just maximize organization, but still maintain, I guess it's not extremely compact, but something that's not going to be overwhelming to carry, whether it's, for 2 hours, 30 minutes, just a go bag. That was really the main point of it, to just have a bag to offer the most features and be modular with a tactical design.
So I bought it for 2 reasons. 1, to look incredibly cool. 2, to support you, my boy, and his company being built. And 3, because it looked like a perfect thing to like have in my car as like an emergency first aid kit. So that's my goal.
No, exactly.
Because I'm not an athletic trainer, so that's really the only thing. But like, I just imagine one day someone's gonna be dying. I'm gonna be like, I have the fucking perfect kit for this, and I'm just gonna sling it because it's sling. I'm just gonna sling it across my chest. I'm like, I'm good. I'm gonna say someone's like,
you described it perfectly. I think anyone like you, for example, if you're just a person who just wants a portable med kit that can do a lot, that's what really it's designed for. And what I wanted, and I need to say this out loud, is that I was really tired of athletic trainers makeshifting a bunch of random gear for sports med kits, gun bags, fishing bags, you name it, man. That's where I realized there's a market that has to be met, and there's needs that need to be addressed. So one of the goals with this bag is that I want people to say, I want, what's that cool bag the ATs get? I want that one. And that's really the main purpose. I want to really make that point, is that as a profession, athletic trainers have some really good stuff. And that's a change that I'm trying to promote in the profession, even though I'm a single man company. But that's really the mindset I'm putting out there. That's the culture, completely changing it.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing at like one of Temple's basketball games, the dude like needed a contact or something, and the athletic trainer really popped open like this massive like fishing lure box that just had like gum, contacts, like just the most random shit in this massive like fishing lure like tackle box. What the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah, and the thing is, I understand in situations, it's good to have. Sometimes you have to makeshift things from other marketplaces, but just for professional identity, I know Gerard, you guys both know about some things about athletic training, but on the whole scale, we don't have great notoriety. So it's, again, can I be that person to bring a bit more imagery, a little bit more life, excitement to med kits? I've been grateful. A lot of my customers said, I've never been so fucking excited for a kit. And that's what I want. That's what I want, is for people to be excited about it. And then the other issue is that we have a lot of customers in my field who are cheapos, man, just constantly cheaping out. And that's where I'm like, you're just going to keep getting the same thing over and over again, or just trying to find new things that may fit, that price point. But I understand, like, everyone has, a budget they need to meet, but you have to really get something that meets it. And that's what I'm really trying to do. And it's just, the dead bug is just the beginning. Before all this, I don't know if you guys knew, I was working on the first product for 4 months. I paid $200 to get 2 prototypes of this prototype, and it never came. It never fucking came.
Did you buy it on Wix?
No, and man, I did so much research on this too. It was so frustrating. It was from last July going into November. I was working on this, talking to the manufacturer, no news, just a bunch of bullshit. And that's for, anyone who's listening is trying to get to the product business. You can't just always believe everything that just seems too good to be true, because sometimes it is. And I learned my lesson. Thank God he gave me my money back, because I was going to really shit on this company in this podcast, but I'm really doing it right now. But yeah,
you're about to fucking bury him.
I was waiting for it.
And that's
Man,
the
I
thing
really
I'm learning in
thought
this
that
too,
was-
man. You just gotta sometimes, just be kind. But I don't like to hide things. I don't like to, you know what I mean? I don't always like to just always play nice about things. I just like to put things out there for what it is.
I respect that. Jay, you've always been one of the most honest and open people I could say I've known.
Appreciate that.
And anyone that would try to like fuck you over like that is a like certified scumbag.
He's like,
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I mean, going into this now, I'm in a game in the product business. For most people that know, it's a dog eat dog world, because now what I'm doing is how do my competitors react to me? And the good thing is that I've already drawn up ways to upgrade the dead bug. The version you see now is like the third variant, because the version I originally designed was going to be really expensive. So I had to try to, dummy it down just a little bit. So what you guys are seeing is not the best. So over time, I'm going to upgrade it.
yeah,
And this was the plan from the beginning. I've really spent hours and hours on this, planning the upgrades, planning the modifications, not for just, but the other product lines. Because you have to stay ahead for the future.
7 dead bugs.
Yeah.
I'm excited to have 7 dead bugs in the trunk of my car at one point.
Well, Gerard, I'm excited to tell you that I am ordering 8 different colors to test out to see what's going for the future. So
I meant 8 different dead bugs.
Version 1, version 2, version 2.5.
Are you gonna call them like 2.0s or 3.0s?
I don't know yet. I was thinking putting V's, like V2, V3.
No, go dead bug. Dead bugs. Deadlier.
Oh, maybe it's too fast, too furious.
Deadliest bugs. And then suddenly it's dead bug. Too dead,
Oh
too
my
bug.
Too dead bug, Filipino drift. Fuck, I don't know. I lost it.
And then the last one he makes is just called Family.
What's the funny thing is, a lot of people were asking me, about the name, and some people, really understood. They thought it was cool. Oh, man, I don't feel like shitting on the other company right now, but I just remembered in a Facebook comment where someone, I guess, low key grilled me, and I really wanted to grill him back. I said it's better than this other fucking name for another bag.
Jay, from now on, you need to tell me those things, and I'll go in. Because like you got a name and a brand you need to uphold. You send that to me, and I'll bury them.
It's all about the burying.
Yeah, for me as the business owner, I can't always do things. But I mean, if anyone tries to, attack me, you're attacking a veteran-owned and a minority-owned business. So you might want to just watch how you approach that.
So send it a screenshot to me, and I'll fucking bury them.
Yeah.
I got nothing
to lose. Gerard signs it, ESU.
Listen here, you fucking cum dumpster. You're fucking not doing shit. You're shitty. You don't do anything. Like, oh god, I would love that. Your fucking med bag looks like it was made at the dollar store. I would love to do that, Jay. If you need like an aggressive
say,
PR,
I need a man purse.
A man purse? That's what you
that's
did
a
with
whole
the
different-
satchel comment.
Indiana
Oh my
Jones.
goodness, that was off record. I'll tell you about that story. Oh my god.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait till we're off record.
All right, now that we got the dead bug out of the way, and I'm excited for that to be shipped on August 14th, and you're gonna probably be accepting new orders eventually after that.
Yeah, so this is the difficult part. So planning the next order, I really want to push for, let's say, October. But what I have to do is with the prototypes, I guess whoever's listening will kind of get a preview what's going on, is that I'm testing out a new material. So what might happen for the next order is that black camo may not be available because I'm planning to use a polyurethane coated nylon. I'm still going to have Cordura in the black and gray, but it's just that I need to get these new bags because the new material might be a little bit heavier. I may planning to make 1 or 2 minor modifications and just literally just compare the colors and try to figure out what's going to work best for the market. But just that difficult part is, one man like me just making a decision. Okay, I'm going to pick this color because I think it suits the hundreds of people. That's the most difficult thing about doing this is that, I just don't know, how does everyone react from it? So one of the colors, for example, is blaze orange. So I'm ordering 2 different variants of blaze orange. What one do I pick? I got to see them in person and kind of try make that. I don't know if it's an informed decision, but you guys know what I mean? It's just, that's where it's hard as a business owner to really how do you make these decisions to satisfy a market where it just unlimited funds and you can't just provide everything.
So you could have two different blaze oranges and they're two completely different colors.
Well, there's the base is blaze orange. The difference is the accents. I'm designing a military variant too for the ATs and military, or again, people who are in the military that want to really, let's say, in regulations colored bag. So there's gonna be 2 military variations, and one I'm gonna hide for now, because I already have 10 color combinations in mind that I haven't even shown anyone or talked about anyone yet. It's just the lack of materials and fabrics. That's been the issue too. Availability with textiles.
So where are these bags made? Am I allowed to ask that?
Yeah, sure. I'm pretty open about it for anyone who's wondering. So they're made overseas, and as a business, small business, logistically pricing makes sense. But I will go out on the record and say that for tactical gear, America makes the best tactical gear. My personal play carrier, Faro Concepts, Shaw Concepts gear, American materials are the best. The sewing is great, but the issue in our market is that in the athletic trade market is that there's really not many companies that can justify the value of American-made bags. Because I said, athletic trainers are in this situation to where they're being upcharged. They're paying so much for, other gear, or they don't have enough money on their own to pay for really good things. That's where you see that disparity. And what I'm hoping to do is if I can just try to build that loyalty, get it up there so that I can go American made. I am already doing research for American manufacturers. I am talking to one right now. Hopefully I can get a prototype made under reasonable circumstances. I'm trying to find American manufacturers. So I'm already talking to one. And the issue I found was that it's crazy that I cannot find the manufacturers. Mm-hmm. Now I can go on my resources and I can find them overseas, but the irritating part is, I can't find them here, which doesn't make sense, right? We're in America. And now learning into this product business, we're talking about, Gerard, we'll go into this, politics, trade war. How do you figure out, where you get the suppliers from? Because this is where all the secrets are. So slowly working towards that. And that's why, again, go on the record that I know there might be a naysayer or a hater that's going to say, oh, fuck you, man. You're using, Asian made stuff. Look at me. Look at the person behind the fucking business. Are you really going to tell someone, oh, you're using stuff from Asia? And I mean, there's going to be someone that ignorant from there and I can blast them. So it's not, it's not a political thing. Oh, I'm supporting, Asia. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do a little bit of everything, and I can go on a whole spiel of culture in general, man. That's a whole thing.
Jay, if anyone had a problem with what you were doing, you were a goddamn Marine who served. If they really had a problem,
but the thing is, there's that community that there's going to be a lot of those, and I understand that those really loyal people are going to say, man, everything has to be America, America, America. I understand that, but for a small guy like me who doesn't have the power to take out $100,000 business loan, I'm just, literally starting from the ripples. So I do have plans in mind. I'm just trying to work the logistics.
Right, but the point still stands. You serve this country. Fuck them. The people. Those people. not the country. The people. Let me clarify. The people.
But I always have to be ready for the haters. So I'm glad you asked that question, Gerard, because I wanted to, be answered and be open about it 100%.
Good.
Yeah, I respect that.
What'd you say?
I respect that. I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
All right. Moving on from the dead bug, incredible bag, buy yours, hopefully soon when Jay decides to put out a second order. Be the first one. They go fucking quick.
Jay,
I'll tell you.
You better believe that I start clinicals in September. So the bag I'm going to be taking from clinicals is going to be
rock that shit.
The dead bug. I am going to push the hell out of that shit at my clinical site.
Yeah, I mean, if there's enough demand, I'll make a DPT patch.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yo,
I'll be the demand.
I cannot make you a temple patch. Can I get into this? I would really want to go on the record for this.
If you could, a Drexel, because I'm a Drexel now.
But for me to show love to temple, though, man. But
that's true. But all right, so what do you want to get into with this?
All right, so for any of my peoples that are asking me, so I can get USF patches made. I cannot get temple. Okay. Now the reason why is they have very, very stringent rules on their usage of a logo, because I wanted to make a Twitter announcement on the business page. Hey, I'm gladly happy to announce that I am providing discounts for a Temple alumni. Swing out the Temple T. The Temple T is a badass logo, right?
Yeah, everyone knows.
I want to do that Instagram too. So, and my program director, respect to her for giving me the information. Hey, just make sure you reach out to the usage of logo people. And no, I cannot post any sort of Temple fonted thing. Nothing associated with the official Temple logo, Temple lettering, nothing. And they gave me a very respectful answer, but it's just that as someone, as an alumni who's paying fucking student loans, trying to, show some love to the school that helped, give me a start in something. I can't show that love. It's really disappointing because, and I told those people, hey, the Temple logo, I think it's an iconic logo. Why not put the brand out there? But again, I'm dealing with, as we can go to this, Gerard, other people who are higher up who have other rules, regulations. I'm not behind it. I don't know what's going on, but it's disappointing as someone who's a Temple grad that, for example, I wanted to use the Temple logo for patches. I think I have to do a license usage fee, and I don't know how much that's going to cost, but I imagine it's going to be pretty heavy.
Yeah, the use of patches and the use of logos and all that stuff. Like, I get, all right, the Temple T has to look like a Temple T, and you can't have it on like a Pornhub t-shirt. But like a Temple T that looks like a Temple T, it's not like a distorted Temple T. It is a Temple T. Like, that's free branding, and I don't get that.
Yeah, wait till ESU is all on board for the patches. Gerard's like, I'm going to talk to them. We're going to get some free ESU. We're going to supply ESU.
But that's the thing with, again, shout out to USF, my grateful partners, and I'm so glad they believe in me. But, I'm able to do everything at USF, which is awesome. And it's, none of this is the Temple Athletic Training Program's part. It's just the university itself and the regulations. But it's frustrating, because I want to show love to everyone. But again, it's.
Okay, maybe they don't deserve your love, Jay.
Maybe, I don't know.
But ESU is kind of the same way. Their like branding is super tight, and like you can't have the logo slanted or anything stupid. It's like it's stupid. So before we got on camera, what? Lord Commander Greg?
Go ahead, Gerard.
No. So before we got on camera, and by before on camera I mean before we started recording, we were talking about stories at Temple, and Jay said that he had a few good ones. And one of them concerned me, and I was not sure what it was. I'm slightly concerned about it.
I can't wait for this.
But still laughing about it is making me more concerned about it. What is this story you have about me?
Okay, so I'm pretty sure this was in the summer. Because we opened, I think it was, we had those 6 a.m. shifts, right?
Yeah.
All right, so
Classic.
I remember you definitely weren't the supervisor. Now, the reason why, Gerard, is that you were at equipment on second floor. So I remember who was a soup on this shift. I was on, what's the person on the second floor called when they're just roaming around?
Second?
Yeah, and IBC, just second, right? Just regular second.
just second, yeah.
Just second. All right. So I think it's around, 7, 8 a.m. So I'm just, strolling around, doing my thing, getting a little cleaning done. My gray Temple campus rec shirt. I passed by equipment.
Gray shirt.
Passed by equipment, and I was like, "What's up, Gerard?" And then there's no answer. Then I looked to my left. Gerard's he has this perfect posture, like beautiful posture at equipment. Gone. Lights out on homeboy. Not gone, but he's not. He's like asleep. He is. And you wouldn't know it. No, but you looked so peaceful, man. You didn't even look like you had a hard night. You were just like soundly asleep in an artistic way I could describe it.
I was just comfy, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And I don't remember if I woke you up or anything, but I did because I didn't want you to get in trouble. Yeah, I gotta have your back. I didn't want you to
appreciate
get in
it.
trouble, so I did wake you up. But I didn't do like I was an ass like Gerard, and I didn't yell at you. But
You didn't slam the desk like I would have.
no, I know you would have done that because I think I told you, Greg, when this happened. But,
I never heard this story.
That's
Yeah,
so
but that-
fucking
That's awesome.
that was
That is great.
I can almost
Good old Gerard.
guarantee you came and you're like, "Hey, Gerard, wake up!" And I was like, "Oh, I am up. I'm up. I'm up. I don't know."
I
Trying to play it off like I didn't just fucking fall asleep. Early morning. It was early.
I can't wait till someone hears the story that's related to Gerard. He'll enjoy it.
Chop will love that story.
Yeah, 'cause I remember, wasn't that like, all this, not the supervisors, everyone, all the full timers were, hitting hard and people, don't fall asleep. I think that was.
I think that's just
Yeah,
standard for most
yeah.
places.
Yeah, but I think I
typically
remember there were just multiple incidents.
bad product to fall asleep on. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just any job, it's not usually a good thing to fall asleep, but it is what it is.
yeah.
The amount of times I would do that in class at Temple, like,
Mhm.
so me, Amanda, and Jason, Alex, like people that no one on here knows. Oh wait, Greg, you know Jason, Alex. We took geology.
Breather, we called Alex.
What's that?
The breather is what we used to call Alex in floor hockey.
Breather.
Breather, because he was a fourth line plug. But Dex, do you mind? I'm in the middle of a story. Can I?
That is
finish?
Gerard's dog that he's talking to, and not us.
Great.
Stop it. Go lay down. All right. Boy, where was I? Oh, in class in Hollywood versus geology. Now this class was fucking cool. Like, teacher would show a 15-minute clip of like Independence Day or not asteroid, Armageddon. There we are, of the asteroid like coming to like destroy the world.
Yeah.
And they look like shit on the movie, talking about how terrible it is, and like how unscientifically accurate it is. That was the whole class. Interesting class. It was cool. I would fall asleep every fucking class, just like arms crossed and head fucking like the only thing that would wake me up is either Amanda elbowing me or my head just fucking hitting the end of my fucking hitting my chest and like I'm like, oh god, I'm up. But that was after like I think I closed the night before, so like I got home at 11:30. Then I opened the next day, so I had 5:30 to 9.
Yeah, you had like 4 hours of sleep.
So I closed, then I opened, then I went to class, then I went back home and slept for like 2 hours. Then I went back to class. That Hollywood diverse geology class, man, I fell asleep every single time.
Can't imagine why.
Oh, it was good. Those naps, when you're trying hard not to fall asleep, it is the
hardest.
best. It is the best sleep though.
Oh yeah.
I agree. Absolutely agree.
Like, I wish, because like, you know how you fall asleep like driving. So I don't fall asleep driving, but like,
Thank God.
do I
Fuck.
get close, you know? And if I could just like transition the feeling I have when I'm driving to laying in bed.
Yeah.
Dude, that's when you fall asleep on the couch. And
Like,
you get like
the walk from my car to my apartment, like I wake up, like I'm up. It ruins all the tired.
well, that's like, you decide, I'm going to go to bed now as you're on the couch asleep. And then you walk up the steps and you go into your bed and now you're like, oh, I can't sleep.
Yeah. And then you're thinking about fucking.
Go back down to the couch.
Well, no, I would not get back up after I'm laying down. But
Jared's like, I'm going back in my car.
so I'm glad that this was the story. Man, I was expecting it to be like,
Go into the bathroom.
like a $5 or $2 Tuesdays at Howl at the Moon or something. Like I thought it was gonna be. And then he's like, oh yeah, the summer. Like I'm like, oh god, this is definitely like a me blackout story. Which would have been hilarious, but.
Next one. It's not really the last one's a really good one, but this one, these next two involve good old Connor, man.
We love a good Connor story.
We have we're Connor fanboys on this that listen to this podcast.
Yeah,
Great.
Connor, friend of the pod.
Speaking of doggos, as you're showing your doggo, Gerard. So So Connor's on shift for this, and anytime I've worked at Connie as a soup, I was like, "Fuck yeah, man, let's go! It's gonna be a good day." Oh yeah, yeah. I called him Connie. Yeah, so I remember. All right, so I'm working front, swiping people in and out, and I see this Connor just gazing at the screen so hard. He's locked in. I don't think any of the full times were in the office downstairs. So I look over, and Connor's like, "God damn, man!" I was like, "What?" "That's a great doggo right there." What? Yeah, and then he proceeds, just swiping, clicking after. He's like, "Nah, that ain't it. There you go, great doggo. That's a great dog." And for like this whole shift, Connor was just swiping through, just giving periodical gradings on dogs.
Connor is actually the person who runs the Twitter account We Rate Dogs.
Yeah.
13
out of 10, good boy.
Yeah. Really short thing on him. But the best moment I've seen Connor, and I won't forget this. So, Anthony, this is when Anthony has the downstairs office. And I think, Hopkins just came back. You remember what year this was? 2017, something like that?
So he came back and he was working in a main office?
I think so. So I think he was just hanging out there. Anthony and we're talking. I'm working front again. Connor soup. And he goes,
2017.
"Jay, watch this." So he swigs some water. And you already know. So he swigs some water, right? And he stands in the doorway while these two are just talking, and they both look at him. You really laugh. So yeah, so and then they both look at Connor, and I can't describe it, but like a mini waterfall just comes out of his mouth, and he coughs. Like it looked like he was having like a goddamn like a stroke.
That was such a classic Connor. He just filled his mouth with fucking water.
He did. He had his mouth open to water. He burped or coughed, and it just ran down his gray shirt. And his shirt was, I don't know, it looked like he drooled all over himself for the rest of the shifts, man. Like shit. And I remember Anthony and Hopkins they weren't mad because they just didn't know if to laugh or they were just baffled by what he did. I don't know I don't know what the intention was there, but I thought it was hilarious. And I'll never forget this moment that he did that.
I remember when he was doing that, he would just start talking, randomly drinking the water and just start talking while he's drinking the water. And he would just, what are you doing?
But the fact he did it in front of Anthony and Hopkins.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's just
who both just looked at him like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Which one of you just hire this asshole?
Yeah. Who promoted him? That's a classic. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'll never forget this.
This is the same man that saved my life. If you go back and listen to the earlier episodes,
that's a great.
Saved your life.
Oh yeah, saved my life. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure he carried me home from the electric factory.
He did, and Amanda was so disappointed.
I could totally see Connor doing this.
Amanda was so disappointed.
I had entirely too much 151 in gin, and then Yingling because Connor bought me a beer, so I had to buy him a beer.
Yeah,
and they did not serve me a beer. And then I'm pretty sure Connor carried me home, because I don't remember anything after that.
Damn, he's a lifesaver.
There's
Speaking of Connor, can we get to those videos that y'all post every other month?
Oh, fucking
LA Turtle.
Who started that?
I think Drew.
God, I think Drew started that it had to be 2016. It had to be 5 years ago at this point.
Yeah, it had to be a long time.
The only time I thought it looked like Connor was the 5th time I saw it. I realized, this kind of looks like So when I said it, everyone was like, really getting a good laugh, but I was so serious. I wasn't trying to get.
You thought you were just jerking us around, oh.
No, I wasn't jerking around. I was like, this dude kind of looks like. So I'm glad I gave you all a laugh at that.
I remember the one time Connor was walking home from Howl at the Moon, and he's telling me this story. He's like, "Yeah, I was walking down Main Street, Broad Street, and this dude asked me for a light, so I like gave him my lighter, and like he just turns into a pit and like starts lighting up a crack pipe. He asked me if I wanted any. I'm like, bro, no, keep the fucking lighter. And he just kept walking.
This man would walk home from Howl at the Moon.
Yeah, it's like only Connor is getting asked by a random person on the street.
Of course, Connor.
Later.
You want to hit this crack pipe with me?
I don't think I ever hung out with you all at the bars.
Don't worry, I didn't go that often either. I wasn't invited all the time.
I went out.
I tried to get Greg all the time.
I went out with Gerard. The one time I could definitely think of us going out was after Hootathon, when I cut my hair.
Oh yeah, we had what, one drink?
Yeah, that was it. Good times. I went out with Jay, I think, more than everyone else. And that was recently in the last year when you came down, or you came up.
The only time I can think about we were all drinking together was, I don't remember whose house this was. It was like, the end of the year campus rec, get together party. All I remember is that Kelly Buckner, K-Bucks, and I ran the table on Palm.
Was that a Jeannie's Christmas party?
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
We actually have a picture. Me, you, Madara. I think Gerard's got me in that picture.
Yeah, that'll be. It was one of Jeannie's Christmas parties. It was a 2016 Christmas party.
No. Yeah. So I get really fucking sad every time I scroll through those photos, because I scroll through those photos and I see Ben. Like Ben Vargas was there. I'm like, oh
shit!
I miss that kid. I had like a Ben just like blurred across my phone because I must have just held my fucking thumb down on it.
Good.
Shit.
Good dude. Yeah. It totally just killed the vibe we were giving off, but
now that you say that though, I remember whatchamacall. I remember I was looking at one of the posts like that I shared one on vacation a few years ago, and it was one of my arm pictures, just the bad arm, just being in all the pictures. And I remember he liked it, and I was like, oh shit. Now I'm sad.
Yeah, I have like I must have been being a fucking dick and just taking pictures of everyone's face super, super close up. I think Sean
that's a very you thing to do.
Yeah, just zoomed in, like literally the people listening love this story right now. Just zoomed in like this close on people. Fucking obnoxious. Oh yeah, I think me and McGovern were farm partners, and I don't think we lasted too long.
McGovern.
McGov.
Man, we're going back to putting names out there. McGov.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still in Philly.
Yeah.
I gotta hit him up too next time I roll through.
Yeah, you should. We should all get together one night.
Gov's is good. I'm trying to think of other names that just Jason.
Jason Chen.
Jason was the dude.
Jason was the dude.
Jack Asian dude, right?
What?
He's the Jack Asian dude that's not Murph.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't really jacked, but he lifted. He just always smiled.
No, one of them was fucking yoked. Hang on.
Oh, Chris Cho.
Cho.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Where's the other? Yeah, you go on, Greg.
All right.
Yeah, you have a story.
Quick Chris story.
Yeah.
Gerard is closing. Gerard, we had the best closing shift at Tough. It was me and you, and then whoever Chris Cho got to cover him. And I will never forget that Chris is there like the second or third Friday, and he looks at me and he goes, what are you doing next Friday? I was like, oh, I got work. He goes, oh, damn. He's like, I was going to ask you to cover. My dog's going to be sick next Friday. I went, Chris, we're on the same shift. I was like, how would I cover your shift anyway? You're supposed to be here with me. He's like, oh, yeah. He's like, I don't know. And I forgot who would always work that shift. Oh, that was the shift you got Tim Libman fired.
Yeah.
The
Good
fuck?
time.
You got fired?
No, he didn't get fired. Wait, Jay, have you never heard this story?
No.
Jay,
did I leave already? Did I graduate?
No, you were here because I wasn't soup yet.
You know
All right,
Tim
please tell.
Linden.
I know it's in Lippman. Yeah.
Yeah, so I took his name tag and switched his name tag from Tim to Jim. That was all I did. And and he came in and he was like, "Who's Jim?" I was like, "Oh, I don't know." Gabby told us that some new guy. Like, I thought she said that you weren't on shift anymore. Like I thought you got fired. And like, she just told us Jim was starting today. And Tim was like, "What? Why would what did I do? Why wouldn't they tell me that? What did I do? I didn't even have a meeting." I was like, listen, dude, this is not my position to be telling you this. Like, this is not my job. I don't know. I'm just doing what Gabby said. Tim, or it's the name tag says Jim, and we were told like Jim was supposed to be starting today. And you're Tim, but like ironic and like full blown for like 45 minutes. He legit like called his girlfriend and was like, "Yeah, they just like I guess I'm fired, but like I didn't get told I'm fired yet." Like having a breakout. Like he told his girlfriend about getting fired.
Goodness.
Because I changed his name tag from Tim to Jim.
He sulked for about 2 hours until Gerard finally was like, "Now I'm foreclosed." Like, "Yo, man, I'm just fucking with you."
You're
Oh, but
fucking
did this dude stay there for 2 hours?
yeah.
Thinking he was
He
fired?
was like, they didn't tell me yet, so like I might as well stay.
Oh my!
I respect the commitment.
Yeah.
I do respect that.
He was gonna see his job through. I respect that.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh.
I missed him.
Tim was a fucking idiot. I do miss Tim.
Tim was a great dude.
I wish we had a name of these people that we used to work with. We could just go on to stories. So many people that were through Campus Rec.
So what was the other story you had? You said you had a third one.
Oh, that was just like the one at Connor.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if we, like I said, we go down names, man, we could all pull up things that have happened. I think there's some stories we'd like to tell we can't do on the record.
Yeah. Definitely something we should not bring up.
Connor's crate race story lives in infamy in my head.
Great. I feel like I've heard this. Why does this sound so familiar?
Yeah, I don't know this one. I didn't.
Connor just slugging a fifth of vodka and then fucking just throwing it up.
I did hear about this.
Okay. I got one, and I'm not gonna name names, but let's just say it was someone that was there when we were all there, and he wasn't a soup at the time, but he eventually became soup. And I think you guys are both for sure gone. I think it was my last like quarter there, or my last semester there. And I get an email sent through the Blackboard email that like through the Campus Rec shell. And whoever sent it out, it was a supervisor at this time now. And he was like, "Yeah, so this Saturday," he's like, "let me know who's coming for the event we're having that rhymes with freight chase." And I remember it went, I think, to everyone. I'm talking like all of Campus Rec, including like the staff, like the full time.
Like league, like barrels, like climbing wall, swim, like everybody got
like I'm sure Chop got it, like everyone got it. Like I'm pretty sure. Like it was just like, man, you like they make things like Group Me for a reason.
Damn.
Who was that? Why can't we name names? Name names.
I don't want to.
I don't remember. We could do it. Can we do it off the record? Because
we do it off the record. Yeah, I'll do it off the record.
All right, fine.
I'm good.
Yeah, off the record's fine with that.
Give me initials.
No, off the record.
Damn. All right, worth a shot.
But yeah, I remember seeing that and I was like, bro, like you got to be smarter than that.
That's fucking
Simple mistake.
Freight chase? Damn, what could it be?
I have no idea what that is.
Shit, he got me.
Yeah, we're chasing a freight train. That was it. We're going to go run after a freight train.
Yo, honestly, that could be more dangerous than a crate race.
It could be.
Also true.
But yeah, that was a good dumb moment.
Damn.
I don't know. I can't think of any other like nothing really crazy stands out right now that I can think of. I'm sure if Nick were here, he'd have something.
No,
Yeah,
Nick,
I don't think I've worked many shifts with him.
Nick was blackout drunk every single shift.
Not surprised to hear that.
Also, Jay was part of the the personal training crew
I
at
was.
Temple. Jay was
Was.
me, him,
Yeah, shout out.
Madara.
Oh, Jay, what was your little quote story? Do you remember?
My quote story?
Yeah, your little quote thing that they hung up on the bulletin board. I just remember Nick's because of how ridiculous it was. It was like I got really into fitness because in high school, a girl told me she wanted me
this.
to rip off the feet.
I remember Madara's story.
Literally.
Dude, mine.
Fucking idiot.
I remember Madara's one of mine. To be honest, I could not tell you. I don't
Those are
remember.
so
But
funny. Every time I walk past Nick, I'm like, "You're fucking idiots."
Who was my class when I came in? I was Russ.
You had Russ.
Yeah, it was Russ and Christy. So, Goldstein, right? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
Russ
said.
Goldstein.
Russ, Christy,
Christy, please, yeah.
Abby,
Yeah.
and
Was Sam there?
Anna. Sam.
T.
Lemaire. Oh no, wrong Sam.
Tarantino came in. Yeah, so with me that came in because they were seniors, I think.
Yeah.
Me, Madara, Sam T. Oh man, there's what's his name? He didn't stay too long. Taller dude. I don't even know if you met him, Greg.
Ref Snyder.
Dan, that was his name, Dan.
Oh, I remember Dan. Yeah, Dan was
Yeah.
a big boy.
So that was my class, and then when I became senior, I think that's when you came in.
Because it was Churn,
Turn.
and then I think it was
K-Bucks?
Churn, K-Bucks, Cat, and then I came
Cat,
in
yeah.
just after them.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, and then it was Danny, Connor, Marags,
Okay.
and I think Merv came in shortly after them.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. What was the girl's name? She had black hair. Yoked.
Tara? Oh, Tara.
Tara. There we are.
Tara was in
Yeah,
my
but
class.
Tara too. Tara was in your group too. Yeah.
Tara's in my class. Yeah.
Someone.
Tara's
Look at Gerard. Tara.
I knew.
I'll never forget that.
No
Do you
thanks.
Greg, do you ever remember have any moments where you were juggling 8 clients?
Yes.
That
Bro, there was a
crazy.
point in time where no one could take
Oh my
anyone.
God.
And we
I
lost
remember
trainer.
when we were all asking, "Hey, can you take this person?" I was like, "No, I can't. I'm
Yeah,
just drowning right
I
now."
remember and it was like, yeah, we get it. And I remember that was the reason I got hired. Because he had 3 clients that he needed someone to take on. No one could take them. And that wasn't why I got hired. It's why I was legit like I did one shadowing session, I think.
Yeah.
I followed like Churn around, and then he took me and like ran me through how to do a fitness assessment thing. And then I never actually tested for any of that. It was just straight up like, hey, take a client. Take a client. And I just got tossed into it. I was like, what? Like I never had Anthony had to like actually like sit there and like have him be my client. I never went through a true practical.
Yo, that was so nerve-wracking.
Dude, that's all I've been doing with school now. And I'm like, damn, if I only had that initial practice with Anthony like years ago where he could have been like, yo,
when I
fucked
did
all
that,
this up. Let's redo it.
I was even more nerve-wracked. Like I was so nervous when I had to train I had to train Hannah and Abby. Because
Abby.
literally just yeah. So shout out to Abby getting me. I worked at Jefferson for a little bit too. So.
He did. I almost worked with Jeff, but I couldn't figure out how to do all that.
I worked at Philly U before Jefferson.
Did you?
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah.
I don't know that.
I worked there.
Well, now Philly U is Jeff again. So
It is full circle.
full circle.
Full circle. I got
Any
no
other
comments.
Jay, you got anything for the good of the order?
No, I'm just enjoying just shooting the shit with you guys. Like I said, I don't get to talk to you guys too often in person like this. So
It's been too long.
enjoying it.
It's been way too
It
long.
has been too long. I
How's
feel
the
like
lady?
I'm definitely the furthest. No, maybe Drew Connor. That was the
Connor.
first one that I left. I went down here.
Yeah. I think it was you first, and then Connor, then Drew. Or no, Drew, then Connor. Doesn't matter. But I think Jay was the first to leave us. Jay left the nest.
Jay spread his wings and flew away.
Yeah. And now everyone's out of the city except for still me.
But the city is where it's at, man.
I hate the city. I'm
You
so
hate the
sick of
city?
the city. I am sick.
Dude, why don't you? dude, come down here and visit Tampa, man. We can go on some jet skis.
I would love to if I got more than a week off.
Oh yeah, because your summer's gonna be jacked up too, right? Back to back.
Yeah, that's I'm still in school now. Like I get 2
I'll
weeks
use
off.
a couple of days here down a couple of days down here.
I know that's the issue. Is I get other like I try to balance it out, and like the only time I get to work anymore is like on breaks. So I'm like, oh cool, I can work these days, and then I'm like, oh shit, I haven't done anything but this. Like my last break that I had, I'm pretty sure I was drunk the entire break between work and like just like my brother's graduation and shit. Like I just think I was drunk for a week straight, and then I was like, oh, classes are back, yay.
What a good life.
Danny's not in Phil anymore.
Drunk for a week straight.
Yeah, man, it was, and then I got hit with, hey, here's 24 hours of classes you got to work on over the next 5 days. I'm like, cool.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, good times. It's a hell of a transition, let me tell you.
My nose is so fucking clogged right now.
Oh yeah. Disclaimer: Gerard has the Roja.
I did not have the Roja. Jesus,
I did.
Right.
Jay had the Roja. Drew had the Roja too.
Dude, I had it a month before my wedding.
Jesus.
Yeah, so it was stressed.
Is that when
remember that face I made? This is why I was so stressed, man. It was.
Is that why? Did that happen right when you came back from Philly?
Yeah, no, freaking speaking of that, yeah, it did, man. I remember when I flew into Philly to hang out, y'all, my parents said, hey, you can take a COVID test. No problem. All right, I'm good. I get back into Philly. No, get back home from Philly. A week later, I got it.
See, it's because it didn't exist in Florida. And then he came north, and then he got it.
COVID doesn't exist in Florida.
Confirmed. Jay just confirmed it.
Jay confirmed it.
Somehow I did.
That's the new title of the podcast. Coronavirus does not exist in Florida. Per Jay.
Yo, right, I think if we actually make that the title, I think the episode will get deleted by like someone. Yeah, anyone.
The Instagram algorithm or social media algorithm is a whole different beast.
So unrelated to that, I put up a picture like a half hour ago on like our Facebook page or the Instagram page on like our story, and it's just like the screen grab of the three of us here. And Danny commented and responded and said, "Is Gerard in bed?"
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Yes,
I wasn't in bed at start, but I became in bed in the middle of it.
That's for all the audio listeners, since we only have audio listening of this podcast.
True.
Yeah, ever since Gerard left his laptop home or at work that one day, he's been all about recording from his phone and just not.
So much because like,
really?
Because I'm either like if I have my laptop, then I'm standing at my dresser, and usually like the top of my dresser on the desk is like, let's be real, I live in a fucking 1-bedroom apartment with 3 rooms. So like if Amanda's home, like she's in the other room watching TV, so like I can only do it in my bedroom.
Yeah.
So my options are laying in bed or standing at the dresser. So I prefer to lay in bed than stand for however long these podcasts are for.
Makes complete sense.
So Danny,
oh dude, congrats on getting engaged, man. I never got to say it in person.
That was so long ago. Hang on. A year ago. A year ago in like 10 days.
Yeah. At least I can say it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate it.
Oh yeah, Gerard had his engagement or your engagement party, right? This past weekend.
Yeah, engagement party. And
like bachelor party?
No. So this is new. I don't know. Amanda wants to do it. Apparently it's a party where we celebrate getting engaged. To be honest, wasn't expecting people to give me anything, but then everyone's like, no, you're getting something. Like, no, I give you the gift. That doesn't make sense. Because like the only other engagement party I've been to, that's where like the bride and groom to be give the gifts to the groom and bridal party.
Yeah.
So like that was our plan. That's why we wanted to have a little shindig. And then everyone's like, "Here's presents." I'm like, "Why is everyone giving me presents? I give the presents fucking today."
Yeah. Yeah, yours is in the mail, by the way.
Yours is not in the mail yet, but it will be eventually.
Oh yeah, should we tell the podcast?
Oh sure. Yeah.
What?
Greg is he's not the best man, but he's one of the men. He's one of the boys. He is a groomsman. Nick
Attaboy.
and not.
I got the Snapchat FaceTime call thing at like 11 o'clock, and he was like, "Are you awake?" And I was like, "Well, now I am," because I was like, "Why is Gerard like video chatting me on Snapchat? This must be important. Something must be wrong, since
Literally
nothing else is
11.
working." And he's got a terrible screenshot from that thing too.
Oh, it's so
Of course.
fucking good. I gotta see if I can find it now.
I'm pretty
Was
sure
it-
like that was right when I cut my hair, and my hair was just all over the
Oh,
place.
your hair was fucking everywhere. It was like
Mm.
straight up, to the left, to the right.
He was
remember
like,
this
"Are you
haircut.
asleep?" I'm like, "Bro, what do you think?" Like, it's 11 o'clock. I panicked. I think
April.
we put it in a group chat too.
April 20th. Hashtag blaze it. Man, that is a fucking photo, isn't it?
That is. Can you send that to our the Instagram group?
Yeah, working on it.
That is something else, my friend.
Working on it. Send. Okay.
But man, that was that was a fun call. I was like, oh cool. And then I remember texting the next day and be like, yo man, I was half awake when you called. What exactly happened and what do I have to do? I look like freaking Albert Einstein.
Yeah, Jay, I sent this to the group chat so you could also see it.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
an
yeah.
awful picture.
Let me see this.
my god.
What is that?
We'll throw this up on the Instagram too.
I don't remember
It looks
seeing
like he has an afro.
It really does, man.
This is not Lord Commander worthy. Oh my god.
Not Lord Commander worthy at all.
Oh yeah, should we explain the Lord Commander thing?
Yeah. Okay. I don't remember. Man, what was I a senior when this
Yeah,
started?
it was because I didn't start growing my hair out until I was like till 2016, where it had some length to it.
Okay. So I remember always, every time you were on shift specifically, I remember you had, I don't know why, just, this is when in Game of Thrones, Jon Snow was Lord Commander and he was doing the thing, he was going through all the shit. And when I saw your hair, you had the style, I was like, this is the Lord Commander to IBC. I don't know why, it was a mind that just popped into me. So I remember anytime if you were going to say, hey, Jay, you all good? I'm like, I'm good, Lord Commander. I'm always good. Or say,
And
hey,
you
Jay,
better
can you
believe
take a
you
second?
did.
Like, Jay, can you go second? All right, Lord Commander, I will go to second. Just that simple thing. Like, I wish like one day you could have walked in with like the Black Crow cape and long claw, man. That would have just made everything for me.
Could you imagine just strolling to IBC to work a soup shift, just caped out?
That's such a better nickname than my nickname of Greg. Man.
Nothing will beat when that happened. And I think I was working in first, and like
Oh, I know.
it just started. And I think it was like Bryn or Jeannie. One of them came out to me and was like,
I remember this.
hey, like, sorry I couldn't cover your shift this morning or something. And I was like, what? They were like, yeah, you opened today. I was like, no, I only have one shift a week or 2 shifts a week. One of them was a 9:30 to 11 shift on a Wednesday morning, and the other was 8 hours on a Saturday, which I love that shift. Great shift. And they were like, no, you do. I was like, no. They were like, oh, I don't know who it was then. And then like they went to the front desk and like came back and they're like, oh, it was Gerard. I was like, they're like, you two look alike. I'm like, who's Gerard?
I remember this.
Gerard, we gotta find pictures of what we looked like when we first started at like Campus Rec.
I don't think I ever fucking saw
Oh
the resemblance.
I never did either.
Every fucking buddy was like, oh, everyone called me Greg, you Gerard, fucking all the time.
And it's just
No.
like, what? And then eventually that's why we did the superlative, because we never had a picture together. We still have a picture together, by the way, which is insane.
What do you mean?
With just the two of us together.
Just the two of us.
And our superlative, when Yvonne and I would get superlatives, were just like best friend. It wasn't even a superlative, it was just like straight up best friends, and it was SpongeBob and Patrick as the picture for us too, because we didn't have a picture of each other. Yeah.
Of course.
Now you got me going through my old fucking temple photos trying to find.
He's gonna find something. Yeah, dude, I never understood that one. The whole resemblance thing, I never understood that.
No,
I remember
like,
when you looked at when you're like, okay, who's this Jon Snow character? And I remember you looked him up and you were like, "Are you serious, Jay? This is the man you're referring me to, Kit Harington?"
Yeah, well, that was that, and then it
Because
was the same way with Post Malone. People come with that. I'm like, who the hell is Post Malone? I look him up. I'm like, are you guys really insulting me like this? Like, I'm not
No.
great looking. I get it, but like, still.
you and Post Malone are identical.
But it was amazing how you just said like, Jay, this is such a beautiful man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he was beautiful. Jon Snow is perfect.
Oh yeah, handsome stuff, bitch.
I'm like, I am not that good looking. And then I get hit with Post Malone, and I'm like, I am not that bad looking.
You're going on like big ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, it was like full on like beautiful end, shitty end.
You were adorable as Post Malone.
That was a great picture, though. I don't
For
regret
Halloween.
finally doing that for Halloween. Yeah,
For Halloween, you have to do Jon Snow. I think you do a better Jon Snow than Post Malone.
I will keep that in mind for this year. I will keep it in mind. I feel like it's gonna be a lot more work though, because all I had to do with Post Malone was simply slap on some terrible face tats and call it a day.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you need to like dye your hair black and get to.
Well, all right. Well, Jay, come on now. We got to work within reason here. I just said the easiest thing ever was putting fake face tats on. And you're like, yo, you got to dye your hair. I'm like, nah, bro.
I heard you stuttering through fake tits. All right. I found a picture of you and Amanda at Hootathon. I don't know why you and Amanda have photos, but me and you do not.
Gerard, I will say though, you are the reason that when I cut my hair, I straight up went to the lady and was like, or the guy that was cutting it, and I was like, "Can you make a mullet out of this?" And he was like, "You want a mullet?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, I can't do that." And he told the lady, and she's like, Just wait till I'm done. Like, I'll take care of him. Like, I'll fashion him a mullet." And she was like, "Are you sure?" She's like, "Are you sure you want a mullet?" It's like, yes. And meanwhile, Gerard is while I'm on stage getting a cut, he's in the crowd mouthing, "You look like Yager. You look like Yager."
You did look like Yager.
It's a proud moment.
I'm looking at a picture of you right now. You look incredible.
You also
God, you look-
grabbed the best picture of me ever, which was me in pigtails.
oh yeah, you look
I
like a
remember seeing this,
prepubescent
too.
4-year-old. You've never seen.
You never saw these, Jay?
I did see them. Just
Oh, okay,
you
good. I
guys
was
have
gonna
all these
say.
pictures of each other, like, and same thing with Madeira. Damn, these crazy ass pictures of each other.
That's because you never had friends that told you to get a mullet.
Yeah,
We had the
You need
same
more
friends.
friends.
They just didn't encourage that.
Jay never had
Right,
hair
man.
longer than fucking anything.
Bro,
Jay was
that
all,
is a freaky ass picture, Jay.
let's see this.
I look like one of those porcelain dolls on like cocaine.
yeah.
That's funny.
That's scary, man.
Bro, I gotta put now. Like I gotta post. Like I feel the need to post these pictures with the show, so people can see what the hell we're talking about.
That's really frightening.
Isn't it? It's terrifying.
It's haunting.
It is haunting.
That's frightening.
There's another one.
Another, bro. How many of these do you have?
A lot. So many. That one, you look like a prepubescent 5-year-old girl.
Let's
Oh
see
God.
this.
Yeah, man, that's bad.
Wow, dude, you look. Man, you don't look right if I had a mustache.
Right? I haven't been clean shaven, like fully shaven since 2017.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't go back to full, like, nothing. Like, I need something on my face. I need something to cover it.
Mm-hmm. It's all about
The last time I was
balance.
clean shaven was my sister's wedding. That was 5 years ago.
5 years.
It sounds all right. Yeah.
Other than that, I've had fucking this thing growing on me, and this is as long as it gets.
Yo,
I'm
I
upsetting
don't have to get I don't have to get a haircut and be like clean shaven for the wedding, do I?
No, it's almost encouraged that you don't.
Nice. I'm gonna be a hairy motherfucker when I get there.
It's not like at an actual wedding place. It's at a camp.
Oh, it's cool.
Heard I'm gonna die.
Why?
Is it outside?
Ah, again.
Partially.
Oh, well, it's
What
October.
time
Though.
they-
What's up?
Right. I'll be fine.
Yeah,
It's
it'll be
October.
fine.
Yeah, it's October. I went to a wedding in like the middle of May that was outside. I was like,
October 1st, 2022. It's
Yep, no, I'm pretty sure I got that saved in my phone because I text you several times finding out what it is.
gonna be BEAU.